tonight, somebody said, Rob, what's about the size of your crowd here? I said, this is exactly the size of a crowd it takes to win the 7th District of Georgia. There are a lot of different faces in this room. There are folks who are, I've got some buddies here who've known me since I was 3 and 4, and 20 and 21 guys in the back. We've got my mom and dad next door. We've got folks here in the room who got on board on day 1 who said, Rob, it's a big risk, but I want to get on board early, and I think you can do it, and I'm grateful to everybody who was there on day 1. And we've got folks who came out on July 21st and said, Rob, my candidate lost, but I'm not staying at home. I want the best candidate to win, and I'm going to come out and work for you for the next 21 days. And I'm grateful to absolutely everyone who invested their time and energy in us. Someone asked me the other day if I thought that they were admiring our volunteer organization, if I thought everybody was invested in me. I said, no, this crowd is not invested in me. They're invested in the way that we do things. They're invested in the challenges that we have and having somebody who can face those challenges. They're invested more in unity than in division. And I hope you all would say, and I'm just so delighted given all the energy folks put into this race, that we came out on top. But I hope if we've come out on the bottom, you still would have been proud of everything that we've done together and the way that we did those things together. And the fact that we can do them that way. The fact that we can do them that way and come out on top just means the world to me. We had eight very talented folks in this race when we got started. I am a better candidate because of those 8 guys who are in this race. I know Jeff Fincher is here tonight with his wife Kathy, though they may be next door. I appreciate them having me. And we've got John Linder back here tonight. What I know is this. I know that a lot of folks have been sweating. You see all these Woodall t-shirts, they're still sweat stained from what they've been doing. Bill must have gone home and changed clothes, because usually, I'm just saying, you usually put in a good day's long work there.
But you don't have any double X.
No.
So it's your own shirt.
We object to that.
I hope that folks will leave here tonight and go home and take 72, 96, 120 hours off. And then I hope you pick up the phone and call me again, because we got a long way to go between now and November, and I don't want to lose an ounce of the momentum that we have put together. Again, I thank you all for coming out tonight. I've said from the beginning, I'm not going to let you down. With a team like this, we can't possibly let you down. There's more talent in this room than I know what to do with. I want to recognize a few folks that you just can't do it without. Is Derek Corbett? Here's Derek Corbett. You guys all. Know the Derek Corbett story, but of course his wife Brooke, who keeps our books, is great. If you haven't met Brooke, she's due on September 4th with Derek second. Now, it's my belief that working Derek 18 hours a day for us has got him prepared to be the father of 2, the father of 1. But Derek didn't have to do this. He left his job with John to come out and invest in me. And he could have done anything he wanted to. Any of these candidates would have picked him up and paid him top dollar instead of making him work for food. Because we just didn't have it. We didn't have it. We were the least well-funded campaign, despite the very generous support of everybody in this room. And I think what that says is support like this matters. And again, I'm grateful to all of you all for being a part of that. But there is no Team Woodall that gets started if Derek doesn't get on board on day 1. I'm grateful to him for doing that. And I'm grateful to Brooke and to Tyler for lending him to us. The second member of Team Woodall that got on board is Jennifer Drogas. If you guys have met To paraphrase Jennifer, when John announced he was retiring, Jennifer said, I came to work for John because I needed somebody I could believe in. She said, if John retires, there is nobody I can believe in, but I believe in you. Can I come to work for you, and can we make this campaign a reality? Left everything she knew behind to come and be a part of our team. The third member of our team to join us was Alex Perot, who's been our political director. If Ann and David Casas are still here, we stole Alex from them. They generously allowed him to leave their campaign and come to work for us. And the things that the reason we could be the least well-funded campaign and succeed is the things everybody else paid tens of thousands of dollars for, Alex did for us for free. And these last weeks, he just put together a fantastic And the final member of our official working for Congress team is I.S. Dunklin, who have volunteered for us in any way at all. You know I.S. because he's been trying to put together everything. He's been working strictly as a volunteer from dawn to dusk. And I know there's some other folks out there think, hey, that doesn't distinguish him from me and me and me and me and me. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all that. But what distinguishes I.S. is he got there first. He didn't have to believe in us. He didn't have to pick us. He could have picked anybody. He picked us, and it means a lot to him. And I'm grateful to you for that. There was one thing that no matter what happened in this race, nobody could change. And that was the 90% approval rating of the current 7th District of Georgia Congressman, which is Congressman John Woodall. Since everybody's already voted, I can go ahead and confess to you. I'm single. I don't have any kids. You want to run? When I was talking to John one night on the phone, I said, John, they're beating me up down here. They're telling me I'm single and I don't have any kids, and that disqualifies me as a congressman because I don't know what it's like to be a part of a family. John said, Rob, you're part of the Linder family. You tell them that. And I see my mom. I don't see my dad. Where's Dad? But I say all of that to say my mom and dad would probably be glad if we finished that single conversation, moved on to the grandkids conversation. But they continue to support me anyway. You guys have been out there with me day in and day out. You know exactly who you are, and I can't possibly thank everybody from here. But you're gonna hear me on the telephone. You're gonna hear me with that personal thank you note in the mail. Guys who had powerful things to say to me, words of encouragement along the way, and the constructive criticism along the way. Buzz was the first one to call the race tonight. Thank you, Buzz. I read that. I read that you called it. But where is James Cooper here? James! I would be interested to know if you guys happen to be on Facebook, if you do those kinds of things, not those of you who believe from day one, because your judgment must be questioned. But those of you who were watching everything and trying to see when things were going to come together, post-it notice about when it was that you really thought we might be able to push over the top. It was the day James Cooper put that dump truck together for us with those big runoff. That's the day I thought, you know what, we just might be able to get this thing over the top. And James has been with us every day since then, and I'm grateful for that. We got a lot of work to do between now and November 2nd. If there's anybody out there whose feelings are hurt because they thought we got wrong somewhere along the way, stuff those feelings down, deep inside, stuff those down. we're just glad the way things turned out. I'm glad to be with you guys on a night when things have turned out like this. And I look forward to being with you, like I said, not for the next 120 hours. Folks will take some time apart, but I look forward to being with you next week and the week after that and the week after that. We got a lot of work between now and November 2nd. And more importantly, if you believe in the fair tax, like I believe in the fair tax, we got a lot of work to do come January 3rd. But just know, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I know a lot of you guys have sacrificed a lot to be a part of this team. And I've said from the beginning, I'm not gonna let you down. I'm a leader for you if you send me to Washington, but I'm a servant for you when you're back here. And I do. I thank you for that opportunity to serve you. There's nothing more I could have asked. And you, John Leonard says he has nothing to add. Nothing to add. This may be the earliest some of you who are volunteering have gone home in weeks. So please go home. But I'll be here with you, smiling from ear to ear for just as long as you want to stay. So thank you so much for